So in this video, I'm going to show you a very obvious exit point that Nicola Bulley could have used on her walk on January the 27th, which would not be covered by CCTV or dashcam footage. Now, the first point that really needs to be touched upon and really needs to be emphasised in this video is the fact that where Nicola Bulley would start and end her walk always follows a very, very familiar pattern, and that is critical. She would always start and always end this walk via the towpath, back out onto Blackpool Lane. That is important to remember. We're not looking at a multitude of different entry and exit points that she may have used. She always used the same entry point and same exit point on her walk. Also worth remembering that this area is not covered by CCTV. There is no CCTV capturing Nicola Bulley's walk. There are no CCTV cameras to capture Nicola Bulley entering the fields, and no CCTV cameras to see her exiting, most importantly. So we can't be sure that Nicola Bulley hasn't left the Riverside area, particularly where the bench is located. Now, I'm here not to speculate at all in any way, shape or form on Nicola Bulley's mental health or her state of mind during this walk. That is not the point of this video. But what lays across the road from her exit point is another gate. This gate leads further downstream to other open fields that are not covered by CCTV. If Nicola Bulley wanted to be on her own, if she had other plans that day, if she didn't want to be seen by the public or cameras or CCTV, dashcam, whatever, if she just wanted to be alone or to even leave that area, the most obvious place to look is the gate right opposite her normal exit point. Interestingly, this gate leads further downstream, and if you follow this river wire, you can actually end up in Great Eccleston, which is not particularly far from St Michael's on Wye, but you can see how someone can leave this area completely and utterly undetected. Bearing in mind that this area in general is not covered by CCTV, as in Blackpool Lane, and in particular the entry and exit point to Nicola Bulley's walk. And I think a lot of people are saying, well, why is there no dashcam footage of her entering or exiting? Why doesn't that exist? If she has simply crossed this very small road here and taken this gate, then yes, she's not going to be on dashcam. She's not going to be on CCTV. And maybe she's even waited for the road to be a little bit quieter. She's on the towpath and she just slips across through that gate. I mean, is that a possibility? I think that these avenues really do need to be explored further downstream, not so much the river itself or the river's edge. There's bits of open farmland here. There's little areas of woodland. All of this, in my opinion, my own personal opinion here, needs to be searched thoroughly. It's the most obvious point, if you wish to leave undetected, that you would use. Straight out of the towpath, directly in your eye line, is that gate. Could that explain why Nicola Bulley has not been seen on CCTV, yet has potentially still left the Riverside area? Bearing in mind that the police have come out on a number of occasions and said, we don't believe that Nicola Bulley ever left the Riverside area. And it's really important that we don't lose hope here, that we don't just give up and buy into these ideas, that just because they don't believe it, that we also don't believe it alongside them. The reason I say that, again, is because they have not got Nicola Bulley on CCTV, nor starting nor exiting that walk. So there is nothing in terms of evidence to suggest that Nicola Bulley hasn't left this area. There is still a possibility, however small that may be, that Nicola Bulley has left undetected. Now, I'm quite surprised at myself that I hadn't noticed this a lot sooner. Bearing in mind I've been focusing on Blackpool Lane for the past few days, really putting a lot of emphasis on where Nicola Bulley would start and end her walk and the lack of CCTV coverage in that area. And I've literally just come across this gate today. I mean, have we missed this the entire time? I haven't seen anyone else speaking about this. But it's interesting, isn't it? It's the first place that you would see if you wanted to get away, if you wanted to leave the area unseen. Why not just simply cross this very small road straight across through that gate and into open fields? The most obvious place to look is this location. Now, the police mentioned yesterday in a press conference that they had continued to search on foot, or they had covered quite a lot of ground on foot in terms of searching for Nicola Bulley. They had searched 300 buildings, I believe it was. But this area in particular, I think a lot more focus needs to be put on this particular area. Not so much the river itself and the riverbank, but the surrounding area. The little areas of woodland that exist on that walk, I think they could be crucial to search. And as I say, I really do feel that this is a true possibility that if Nicola Bulley has left this area, that this is a location and a direction she may have travelled. It would explain why we have no CCTV, why there is nothing capturing Nicola Bulley leaving the Riverside area. I mean, have they even sought dashcam footage from other local villages? I don't believe they have. They've solely focused on Garstang Road, which I've mentioned a million and one times is actually the incorrect road. We're looking for dashcam footage on Blackpool Lane, not Garstang Road. But they haven't sought dashcam footage, as far as I am aware, from the wider community and the other villages and towns which are away from St Michael's on Wyre. I think it's also worth remembering that one of the hypotheses that the police are working with is that Nicola Bulley left potentially on her own accord. And if she wanted to go missing, for whatever reason, this route that I've shown you in front of you, as well as allowing access to the river beyond the weir, could also give access across fields northwards to Skittam Lane or westwards to Lancaster Road via the footpath network. And I think it's important to stress that this is part of the footpath network. This isn't just some random open field that leads to nowhere. If Nicola Bulley had exited back onto Blackpool Lane, straight across that road, straight through the other gate, this leads to a multitude of different potential exits, and easily accessible ones at that. Now, we know that the police have certain areas covered by CCTV. The Rowan Water exit at the top field or the upper field is covered by CCTV, and also Allotment Lane, which runs just by the side of the bench pretty much and is a potential exit point for Nicola Bulley. Also, the Grapes pub has CCTV which covers, I believe, both sides of the pavement. So it's not a case that Nicola Bulley has exited back onto Blackpool Lane and turned right, or used any of those other exits, which only leaves us with Blackpool Lane. If she turns left and heads back towards the school, there's the potential that she may be caught at some point in time on dashcam or via some doorbell footage from Ring. But there's nothing, is there? There's nothing. And if we still do not find any sign of Nicola Bulley, I think we still need to be open to the possibilities here, because there's either one of three things that have happened. Either she did fall into the river, she has been abducted, or she has left via her own accord. This, to me, is really one of the only exit points that she could have used that would not show up on any CCTV or any dashcam footage. As we now approach the third week of Nicola Bulley's disappearance, and with the recent developments which have been made public concerning her own personal struggles and how that could maybe affect the case and people's opinions going forward, I urge viewers of this channel, I urge the people who live nearby, locals in that area, to not give up hope until we have the answers that are needed, until Nicola is found. Please be open to possibilities. We don't have anything evidentially speaking to suggest that she didn't leave the Riverside area. All that we have is the harness, the phone and the dog. We don't have Nicola, and we don't have Nicola on any CCTV starting or exiting her walk. Yes, it may be the police's working hypothesis that she fell into the water and never left that riverbank area. But I've just shown you how easy that could have been done. Straight across the road, straight through that field, straight through that gate into open fields. Please don't give up hope. If you plan on searching for Nicola, do consider this location as an area of potential interest.